Well, hello, folks. Had an interesting couple of conversations today. A major news syndicate wants to talk, wants to have an interview. I'm trying to explain where the state of Bruce County in this brutal winter. Today's not so bad, but it's a brutal winter here. But it's all about Alberta independence. All the players, everybody coming. And of course, I have ties to every kind of separatist group in the world, really. You won't find anybody more knowledgeable in separatism or gaining independence of a region from a nation or anything else other than me. And all roads in Alberta always come back to me. They always do. And it always ends up this way. They want to do a major talk and then interview on all of these groups. I've already explained to them Quebec's the bigger story, and in fact, USA's the biggest story. The work I'm doing, this petition everybody, it's at a dangerous level now. I've been talking about parental rights. I'm being monitored heavy duty, and I've been scrubbed. There's a news story. You get the 404 on parental rights, and an interview by the Christian churches, I guess, Catholic and Christian alike. It was done many years ago where I did an interview on parental rights. When you go to look that up now, it's a 404, not available, scrubbed from the internet. I screenshotted all of that. I have those publications of the time, but I'm being erased. I'm being erased rather quickly on the internet in Canada, at least. I'm being erased, which is a pretty scary thing that the government of Canada is going that route. I don't know what that looks like. I'd probably have to do a trip to the States and see how I look from the States side, right? But as it stands in Canada, pretty scary stuff, Christian stuff, erased. History, media, erased. Can't make it up. Which means if they're erasing me like that now, and I'm still alive, what does that really mean? I don't know. I'm very surprised at the Christian groups who did that, but not at the same time, especially with the Catholic Church. It makes me, I don't know. Not a good feeling. But this major conglomerate, which is global, and they have big ties all over the world. If you've missed the news today, everybody, USA, European Union, and Mexico signed a critical minerals deal. No Canada and no China. Trump's going in April. He announced he had a phone call with China. They're going to have a meeting. Understand this, all Canadians. We stand in the way of the United States of America with our current liberal and conservative entirety politicians. They are so far gone, as is UK and so much of the Commonwealth. They're so far gone. They're explicitly at the road of save ourselves, destroy our people, our culture, our countries, just keep the crown going, even if it means transitioning to communism. That's what's happening. It's now very clear to me it's very dangerous. It's going to get really sketchy. I'm going to wait the month out, but I start to wonder what's going to befall me here over the next month. Am I going to make that commitment? Am I going to get to do that work? I'm not so sure. And like I said, when I start researching news articles and at least I see They're scrubbed, at least on the internet, on Canadian platforms. They're erased. 404, not available, scrubbed. Many, many news articles about me are now scrubbed. Big works I did, things I did as an average, everyday Canadian. So why would they be doing that unless, one, it's to ultimately character assassinate you, or B, assassinate you? And I hate to say that, but when you're dealing with the United Kingdom and the powers that they have on this world stage today, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. And the conglomerate that's wanting to meet with me and discuss a wide range of topics, which I do trust because I've already had them before, and they want to have a talk and they want to go through a number of things. You gotta wonder, what's going on the international stage, and what's going on with the UK. As you see Keir Starmer and Xi Jinping shaking hands, big old communist flag, UK flag, and of course Stephen Harper on his own pulpit today, Mr. I love China, I support the liberals, we all gotta suffer together. Well, he won't be suffering. None of the crown will be suffering. All of we, the Canadian subjects and First Peoples defined as savages, are going to suffer. The 99% for the 1%. They're supposed to get a jail free card. And I don't know. It's not good. I'm going to ponder things tonight. I don't like to do this video, but I'm being truthful. I have epic things I've done in parental rights, epic stage things you can't erase, or you think you wouldn't be able to erase, but they're being erased. I'm being erased. So, you know, what do you make of that, right? What do you make of that? Why are you erasing somebody and everything they've done, right? Why are media people erased entirely from me, right? What kind of country really is this? Can't make this stuff up. I'm thinking I've screenshotted this stuff to showcase, but this is for a lot of my long-term followers. These are things I've done in this life that I've done and I've experienced through Alberta. I lived and did. And why is it scrubbed? Completely, all stories erased, even when you find the titles on the internet, which to me that means by the end of the week you won't even be able to research the title of the news articles. You won't. I'm being erased, at least in Canada. Don't know what it looks like in the United States, but if you're going to erase somebody and scrub them from the internet, what's the next step, right? Or is it create a new narrative, a new story about somebody who's really bad, right? Or is it just, I'm going to get erased entirely in real life? I don't know. I know I got to get that works done. I got to think about it. I know where USA's going right now. It's looking great for us in March, and I want to make sure I make it there, but I'm not so sure. I hate to do this video, but it's a wowzer, man. It's a wowzer. Never seen this level in Canadian history. I've hit way too many targets, and now there's a big target on me. That's what it looks like to me. God bless you all, especially Albertans that know and follow me, been following me for so long. You know all these stories exist. Some of you lived a bunch of them with me. Why are they no longer available on the internet? Why is it a 404? Why are all the media people who did those interviews who are still media people, why are they erased entirely from me? Right? Something's going on. Some kind of narrative, or ultimately something very bad. That's my video. Sure, get it out there. I hope I get this massive syndicate before all of a sudden, who's Dave Bjorkman? Never heard of him. Believe it or not, man, I don't know. Pretty unbelievable, to say the least. God bless. Love you all. Bye now.